would like a squid with oil.
They use ink, not
Yep,
oil.
I know. It's just fun to say.
So
As I look right into the light.
way
Proud me.
way to be intelligent.
For a thing, so if you watch our episode, you'll see it.
I don't watch this.
That's why you suck. Just kidding.
Oh.
Welcome to this week's edition of ZMass Productions Nerd News. I'm Luke. There's Jeremy.
Yep.
It's episode 11. And we're going to talk about stuff.
Yep. First up, video game news this week. The Final Fantasy VII Remake. Stuff happened. What happened?
They were talking about the combat system. According to Yoshinori Kitase, I don't know how to say things, progress is being made to update the old turn-based system. They're starting to get used to their new visual direction. But on the other hand, they're also currently working out the battle system and with a basically trial and error. There's also a possibility that the system might not work the same way as it did in the old days.
Well, it probably won't.
Yep, because they're doing a completely different direction now, but they want to keep it in line with the old, so that when you're playing it, you still feel like you're got the nostalgia, but they don't want to keep it the same because it's not up to date.
Well, no, it's
obviously.
What is that? Almost 20 years old now?
Mm-hmm. It's pretty old now.
It can almost drink.
So yeah, and then their director also said basically that they're going to be bringing dramatic changes, but like we just said, they want to keep it recognizable.
Well, yeah, if it's not recognizable, it's not Final Fantasy VII.
Nope. So yeah, they're struggling with that right now.
Yep. Next up, speaking of Nintendo,
yep,
they revealed a full release date schedule from now until the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they're having a Wii U bundle on sale starting September 11th. Wonderful date for that. For $2.99, including Super Mario Maker, Idea Book, and the 30th anniversary Amiibo.
Yep, because Amiibos.
Because buy plastic crap.
Yep. And then for Wii U games, they have a huge list also. They have Disney Infinity coming out in August the 30th. So very soon.
3.0 edition.
Yep.
They just keep pumping those games out.
And then Super Mario Maker, like we just mentioned, is coming out September 11th.
Yep.
Skylanders Superchargers Pack coming out September 20th.
More plastic crap.
Mm-hmm. Lego Dimensions coming out September 27th.
I have nothing to say on that. I don't know anything about it.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
It's gonna
coming
be
out
woolly.
October 16th. A new combo pack including new Super Mario Brothers U and new Super Luigi U is coming out October 16th. Guitar Hero Live, because that's just what we need, more Guitar Hero. October 20th. Just Dance 2016 edition coming out October 20th also. And then also, the awesome game from PC, Shovel Knight, is coming out for Nintendo sometime in October.
Yep. They also have a Shovel Knight amiibo that they're making.
That's the only amiibo worth having just because it's Shovel Knight.
Says you.
I'm joking.
Other than that, they have Fatal Frame, Maiden of Blackwater on the 22nd of October,
Mm-hmm.
Star Fox Zero on November 20th, Xenoblade Chronicles X in December, Devil's Third, December
11th. There we go.
And Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival.
Coming out holiday 2015.
My hair's doing weird stuff.
Oh,
I don't like it.
And then also, finally, the last thing for the holidays, Mario Tennis, Ultra Smash.
Do, do Nintendo, do they actually make games or publish games that are not by Nintendo? Do they actually put them on their systems anymore? Other than Shovel Knight? It was the only one on there that was not made by Nintendo.
Wouldn't Xenoblade Chronicles be something else?
Who cares about that? That's like a remake anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a new game.
And Fatal Frame, I would think. And Devil's Third, I have no clue what that is, so I can't really say anything about that.
It's probably Nintendo.
But yeah, they do pretty much keep it in-house, or at least with stuff of their partnership too.
That's because they hate everyone. They hate Americans. They do. They fucking hate them. They refuse to work with most people. They probably don't refuse, but they make it hard. They do not help out third party.
They don't help. Then on 3DS, we're going to skip a bunch of them, and we'll have the link below for you to look at the rest of them.
Yep. The important ones, Legend of Zelda, Triforce Heroes, Shovel Knight, and Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. It's going to be mysterious.
It's all the mystery.
And dungeony.
And hopefully unknown numbers in it, because you
The
can't have
leather
mysteries without
kind.
unknown number.
The leather kind of dungeon.
What? And then finally, also, PAX.
Yep, PAX Prime is this weekend in Seattle, I believe. It's PAX Prime is in Seattle.
I think.
Yeah, because it's PAX
confirmed or
East is on the East Coast.
Yeah.
PAX South is Texas, and then Australia. PAX Prime, Seattle this weekend.
So we'll keep up to date on that news for next week.
Yep.
And that's all for video game news, sort of.
Not sort of. It is all for video game news.
That was a segue. Because now we're going to video game movie news.
Yay! Video game movies. The best kind of movies statistically. Did you know that?
No.
What, you didn't like Super Mario Brothers?
When I was a kid and didn't know better, I thought it was fun. Then I got older and wiser and realized it was evil.
It is evil. And they were drunk. Anyway, video game news. Video game movie news. Borderlands is getting a video game movie.
Yep. Lionsgate is developing the movie based off of Borderlands with producers Avi and Ari Arad.
Yep.
Father-son team. Apparently, they've hired the Nerdiness CEO, Peter Levin, as their president of interactive ventures and games to bring forth new properties in both TV and movies. And so they've been working together with whatchamacallit, people who run Gearbox. Name I forget. I can't
Randy
find it.
Pitchford? Or do you mean Gearbox?
The company that's with Gearbox.
2K?
Yeah. They've been working with 2K Games to develop the Borderlands movie. And that's what just got announced. That they're working on it.
Yep.
And there's lots of quotes that I don't feel like getting into because they're long.
Well,
they're basically, and it's
they're
basically
also
just hype.
unnecessary.
Yeah,
yes.
they're hype machines.
The important news is that they're making a Borderlands movie.
Mm-hmm. And they're looking to try and make it as close to being in your face.
Well, they want the
games
feel of the game. It would be cool if it was an animated movie.
It would be.
I feel that would be the best kind of movie for Borderlands. But at the same time, they're going to have trouble marketing an animated movie. Because that is not going to be for kids. And it's still kind of...
Yeah. They could try and do like, what's it called? Scanner Darkly. Where they've got like this unique cell
that
shading
movie did so
over
great.
people. I know, but I mean, you could try and do something
I
like
understand
that
what you mean.
where it's not
I don't think they will.
I know,
but you could do that. It'd be interesting. I don't think it would
then
work.
that would element it better to being as over the top as it would need to be.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Fassbender.
The Assassin's Creed movie is actually going forward.
Why?
Which we figured it was, but we haven't been hearing anything about it since they've been supposedly in development. And Fassbender has released a picture of him as the new character, Callum Lynch.
Don't care.
Still have the picture.
The movie's not gonna make any fucking sense.
There for you.
I'm hating on this movie for no reason other than the game stopped making sense.
Picture. That's all we got.
If your game doesn't make any sense, with the exception of Mortal Kombat, your movie's not gonna make any sense. This movie's gonna suck.
Yeah, because Mortal Kombat's simple. You just need people to beat each other up.
Yeah, and they had a semblance of a story in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked because it was the 90s and nobody gave a fuck about the story.
And it's the same story that they decided to go forward with in the games and the comics and everything else.
Yeah.
Different iterations of it, so. But yeah.
Other than that, it's not gonna work. I have no faith in this movie.
No, me either. But hey, picture.
Fastbender. Oh, Fassbender. I always pronounced it Fastbender, but that's not how it's spelled. He bends all the fasts.
All the fassies. Whatever that means.
Next up. I don't do segues. The guy who invented the Segway, did you know? Drove his Segway off a cliff. I think. I heard that. I know he's dead.
Was there lemmings with him? That would have been awesome.
On little tiny Segways.
Yep. Little tiny segways.
That he made just for lemmings.
Yep. And not just regular lemmings, like the little goblin lemmings from the video games.
Those are the best lemmings.
I missed that game. Anyway, Star Wars released an awesome little trailer this week on Thursday.
30-second teaser.
On their Instagram. We'll have a link below so you can go see it. Saying I don't think there's a YouTube link for it yet.
Yeah, I saw it on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then we'll have that there too.
Yep.
But yeah, it's awesome. And it's got a great feel to it because, for me anyway, I liked it because in the prequels, you had lightsaber duels not really mean anything anymore.
Well, they had no emotional impact.
No, they didn't. And the way that this trailer was structured gives you that emotional impact just from like the few seconds in the trailer itself. So it got me hyped up already. And the movie's not even out yet. So it did its job.
It is guaranteed to be better than the prequels. Mm-hmm. I think J.J. Abrams would hang himself if he directed a movie that was worse than the prequels. Because he actually gives a fuck about what he does, unlike Mr. Lucas, who stopped caring 20 years ago about directing anything. That's why all his movies suck.
Yep, especially that animated one that I've heard nothing good about. That came out like a month ago and got kind of shoved under the rug.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. So this week, Captain America news came out that Marissa Tomei, who's playing Aunt May, was seen on set right before they wrapped production.
So she has like a line in the movie, probably.
Or a scene of some kind. Also, when they wrapped production this week, some pictures came out of artwork showing who's on what team, essentially.
Yep.
For Captain America, we have Hawkeye, Ant-Man, Sharon Carter, a.k.a. Agent 13, and Falcon and Bucky Barnes, a.k.a. the Winter Soldier.
Because he's a good guy all of a sudden. If you've read the comics, you know this, but they have not... They've not done anything in the movies yet.
And in Winter Soldier, he was looking for Bucky anyway.
Yes, but he did not find him.
Yet.
They have a couple movies till then to explain it.
Yeah. So if you haven't seen the other movies between Civil War and Winter Soldier, you've got some catching up to do, people. But yeah, and then on Iron Man's team, we have War Machine, which is kind of obvious, Black Widow, Black Panther, and the Vision. So already... That's the reason why Tony's outnumbered, because he's got freaking Vision.
Thor is on holiday.
He's dealing with Ragnarok.
Huh.
I'm assuming, because that's the movie that's coming out after this. That involves Thor, so... He's probably dealing with all that shit.
Either that or he had some bad Mexican food and he's just taking a massive dump.
Yep. And if Hulk's in the movie, they're probably going to explain why Hulk isn't on a team. Because it's Hulk. And
it was him and Thor at the same restaurant.
There we go.
They were having dinner together.
And then Scarlet Witch is in the movie, but they haven't shown her on a team yet either. And then the other thing that people were wondering about is Spider-Man, who is rumored to be on Tony's team. Rumored, but we don't know what's going on with him either, or how much of him he's gonna.
He's probably gonna be a tease.
Yeah.
Like the big kind of secret thing. Whose side is he gonna be on? That's probably how they're gonna market it.
Yep.
Go see this movie to see whose side Spider-Man's on, because
Yep.
Spider-Man, he's got spider webs, and he's a man. Go see this movie. It's about Captain America.
Yep. So you know that at the end of this whole entire dispute, it's basically going to be Captain America is the one who's right.
Well, otherwise it would have been Iron Man Civil War.
Exactly. And even in the comics, it was basically Captain America who was right in the end. So more likely it's going to have a heavy tilt towards Captain America saying it's his movie.
Yeah.
So you already kind of know that, but it's a matter of how they're going to play it out and what kind of a rift they're going to build between the heroes and all that type of stuff.
Well, they've been building a rift between the heroes for like the last, at least the new Avengers movie. And I'm pretty sure before that.
Kind of, because you've had the elements of Iron Man 3 and the elements of Winter Soldier all kind of accumulated into their perspectives when Ultron happened, which will then hopefully play into this. And there you go. Teams. Also, in more final movie news, there was 2 other movies that had wrapped the production this week. Suicide Squad and X-Men Apocalypse.
Woo!
So that's 3 comic book movies that wrap production in the same week.
Well, there's like 1,000. That's all they make now, so it's not unusual.
And what's interesting about that to me is that I think Suicide Squad comes out much later than the rest of these, so they've got a lot more time for post production than these other movies do. Because these other movies I think have like 6 months, maybe 7 most, and Suicide Squad has almost a year.
Well, they might have a smaller budget.
That could be too, yeah.
So it takes longer because they don't have as many people working on it.
That could be. So, TV news.
The Walking Dead is walking and dead.
Yep.
And also...
2 stories came out this week. One, that AMC announced the possibility of a 30-minute one-shot about a group of survivors battling zombies on an airplane. Yes, zombies on a plane is coming. And the only thing that we know about this so far is that it's supposed to...
Samuel Jackson?
Nope, unfortunately not. Not right now. They're not yet, anyway. It could happen. I don't know.
You know what would be awesome is if Snakes on a Plane was playing in the plane.
That would be awesome.
That happened. That way they could still get these motherfucking snakes off this motherfucking plane.
Mm-hmm. And then they can do the one thing they didn't do in Snakes on a Plane.
Be good?
That too.
So 2 things.
But you have Vipers, and Vipers are known to play dead and then attack something. So they could have a zombie
play dead
and then attack something. I'd be like, in your face, Snakes on a Plane for not doing research.
Well, it's called Snakes on a Plane. The entire premise is let's throw snakes on a plane.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so they're trying to they're doing this one off, and the possibility about it that we know so far is it might be to launch at least one character that's going to be on one of the 2 shows that are currently running for Walking Dead. Because Fear the Walking Dead happened this past weekend, and I didn't like the first episode, so we'll see where that goes. The first episode was full of badness. I'm not going to get into it, because that's not one of the stories. But the next story is that Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie in The Walking Dead, was breaking up the next season and saying that it's going to be it's been the most suffocating beginning to a season they have experienced yet. So lots of bad stuff are happening already in the pilot. So look forward to that, I guess. People who want to have their souls crushed.
One other little Walking Dead tidbit. They filmed some of the next season near like Sheboygan or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Wisconsin.
Nice.
It's interesting for us because we live in Wisconsin. But...
Yeah, true. That is a pretty awesome. Nifty. So yeah, that's Walking Dead news. You ready for The Walking Dead to come back in October?
Although I don't know if that's good. Because if you think about it, Walking Dead, you want like dilapidated and crappy looking.
Mhm.
So you really don't want them to film in your town. So it means your town's dilapidated and crappy looking.
Take that, Sheboygan.
I don't know if it was actually Sheboygan. It was someplace in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Next up, Arrow and the WWE.
Yep. Stuff happened.
SummerSlam. Amel fought the guy, the paint on his face. I don't watch wrestling.
Yeah, they were doing this fun little thing where they had one of the wrestlers targeting Stephen Amell with this weird storyline that he didn't understand that Stephen Amell was actually an actor. So he thought he was actually the Green Arrow in the storyline. So he was trying to be a supervillain and one was calling him out. So then for SummerSlam, they had a fight, a tag team fight. But the good thing that came out of this fight was charity. Stephen Amell does a lot of charity work, and he teamed up with the WWE to release a special edition t-shirt, or shirt, rather, that all the proceeds were going to go to Emily's House, which is a hospice care facility for children. They managed to sell over 15,000 shirts and raise just shy of $229,000
Oh, that's pretty nice. That's a nice house
within
for
a week.
Emily.
So yeah,
Wasn't Jon Stewart on SummerSlam? Too?
yep, he was.
Something else that I've been saying this whole time that none of you believed me. He's fucking dead. Jon Snow is dead. Shut up. He's dead.
Yep, Game of Thrones. The HBO executive has stated that Jon Snow is absolutely dead.
Absolutely dead.
Absolutely. So get over it.
All because Kit Harington had to text a picture of his penis all over the place. That's not true. I don't know why I said that, but go look for Kit Harington's penis on the internet. Everybody. Do it now. Please.
And if you find it, send it all over Facebook.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not a good idea because Facebook will probably like block it or whatever.
Yeah,
But
but still, it'd be funny.
send it to Luke
Oh, crap.
at Luke Zeman at whatever his fucking
At
email.
hotmail.com.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually his email address. I will put it in a thing right here, and he can't stop me.
So yeah, stuff, things are going to happen. And that's the end of TV news.
Blah. Blah. Blah.
Apparently Jeremy's dying.
No, that was a sonar blip.
Oh, okay.
I'm a submarine.
Because this next story's going to sink.
As I spit everywhere.
Okay, so Hearthstone this past week on Tuesday dropped their newest grouping of cards, their expansion, whatever. And PC Gamer broke down how much money it takes to buy all the cards in the expansion.
A bajillion dollars.
How much money is sensible to spend if you are spending
$0.
money.
$1.
And how long it would take to basically get it, grind it all. Yeah.
$1 billion years.
And to find like a medium between them both.
$0 and $1 billion years.
And so we have the link right here for you.
Although I just told you all the answers.
He hasn't watched the video.
No, I haven't. But I am correct.
Then also, in miscellaneous news,
The video with Batman's kill count in all the movies. Because Batman doesn't kill except for all the times he does.
in all the movies and comics,
Yeah, he kills.
there's a lot of times in comics where he's killed people
Yep.
that people just ignore.
And so does he.
Mm-hmm. But anyway,
It's really Alfred in the suit that's killing all the people.
in better news, Star Trek Beyond cast and crew are doing this special thing with a charity, and to get where you can also possibly win a walk-on role in the next film. While they also tributed Leonard Nimoy. That's his charity that they're doing it for. So, video below. Yeah, there's that.
Yep. And lastly, this week, we have a little video. It's Donald Trump as Deadpool.
Yep. Somebody took a bunch of scenes of Donald Trump talking, mixed it with the Deadpool trailer, and superimposed his face on Deadpool's face.
Did
As
he
well
keep like the red and the black? 'Cause that would have been awesome.
Well, there's moments where it's Deadpool's actual face, and then you've got his hair, and just the
pretty
hair
good.
over the actual mask, and then when it's actually him without the mask on, then they just superimposed.
That's pretty good.
It's not like it's the most amazing
Well, no.
quality ever, but it is hilarious. So go watch it.
Donald Trump is at it again.
It'll amuse you.
Frumping his Donalds all over the place, left and right, smacking people in the face with it.
I have no clue what he's talking about
Me
anymore.
neither.
That's the end of the show. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff.
Facebook, Twitter,
Click things.
the Instagram we don't have,
Because I don't know how to Instagrams, because I don't have smartphones.
the other thing. Click here
On all the
there.
things.
and there.
Just start clicking everywhere. Even though it takes you to another video, just click everything.
Watch what's coming up next after this if you have autoplay on.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's not us, then just watch this again.
Yep. Go back to the actual playlist and just start watching.
All of them, just
All of them.
over
You don't-
and over.
You don't even have to pay attention. You can just
I
watch them
don't.
through.
Clearly. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
See you guys next time.
Oh, we're done. Oh, bye. I always do that. Bye.
Elephants.